And now on to the conclusion. In a nutshell, advertising is facilitating the operations of the market and fostering a more prosperous marketplace. As for the conclusion itself, it begins with this discourse marker in a nutshell. I hate this discourse marker. It is awful. It is way too informal for this kind of writing, for academic writing, for IELTS writing. I don't know whose idea it was to start using in a nutshell, but they don't deserve to write about IELTS anymore, in my opinion. So yeah, it's very informal, it's not suitable for academic style writing, it shouldn't be used in IELTS, so just stop it. Just use in conclusion, it's perfectly fine, it's not original, I know, it's nothing special, but the thing is it doesn't matter what fancy phrase or vocabulary you use for that function to tell the reader that this paragraph is the conclusion. That's not going to win you vocabulary points, you know? What's more important is that you clearly indicate to the reader that this is the conclusion, and that the tone of the phrase you're using is appropriate, so just use in conclusion, easy. This sentence is essentially restating the writer's opinion, in a bit of a wordy way. This sentence doesn't restate both of the views from the question, and it doesn't summarize the main arguments in the body paragraphs neither. Overall, then, the conclusion is incomplete because for a full conclusion, you need to, for this type of question, you need to restate your opinion, you need to restate the two positions in the question, and you need to summarize the main arguments in the body paragraphs. This conclusion only restates the writer's opinion. So because there is clearly a conclusion in this essay, it meets the requirements for a band 6 in task achievement, but it wouldn't be higher than that. For a band 7, you would certainly need a complete conclusion. In conclusion, in my opinion, advertising is very effective because targeted campaigns can stand out and influence consumers. So first I use the discourse marker in conclusion, then I say in my opinion to indicate that I'm now going to restate my opinion. After that I use because to briefly summarize the argument that supports my opinion. In the next sentence, nevertheless, some people believe that the large number of adverts today causes them to be ignored. So here I use nevertheless, which signals a contrast with the previous sentence. Then I use some people believe, and so that indicates it's not my opinion, this is what other people think. And of course I'm restating the view and summarizing the arguments that supported it. As I mentioned before, a complete conclusion for this essay needs to restate both of the views and your opinion and summarize the main arguments, and so this conclusion achieves that.